And now it's Deborah Kobylt Live.
Thanks so much for that introduction. And thanks for joining us today for Deborah Kobylt Live. I have a wonderful guest joining me today, Renata Helfman. She is the founder and executive director of Lipstick Angels. I'm thrilled to have you with us today. Thanks for being here, Renata.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to talk to you today.
Yeah, I mean, Lipstick Angels is something that I've known about. Friends have told me about it. In fact, I believe that we attended one of your fundraisers. And from the day that I met you, I thought, wow, Lipstick Angels. Renata is an angel for what she's doing. It's pretty amazing. Um, Tell me a little bit about Lipstick Angels. What is it and why did you decide to do it?
So, Lipstick Angels is a national program that is in hospitals everywhere from New York to Los Angeles, Seattle, San Francisco. And basically, our mission is to support women and men who are going through cancer. And we assist them and take care of them and restore their dignity and hope by helping them put on makeup and showing them how to take care of their skin and how to instill a level of self-care that becomes a practice in your everyday life, so you can wake up every day and feel somewhat like yourself again.
That is so important. I mean, for anyone who's been through it, they know. For anyone who's been a caretaker, they know what it's like because, you go through a tremendous amount, and you talk about this depression, right? As you're laying there and you're getting your treatment, and you wonder, will this work? Can you tell us a little bit about what the mindset is of many of the people that you work with?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Cancer takes away so much, right? I mean, first of all, you're stripped of your kind of your identity, if you, especially if you are a woman, right? You lose your hair, you lose your eyebrows, your skin changes, your body changes. You can't usually go to work. Your financial world is completely changed, as far as not being able to earn money and just dealing with insurance companies. So the stress level kind of hits you in all places. And it's horrible, and I think that when you're going through this, having as much support as you can from friends, from families, from your doctors is crucial, because it really is it's a hole that you go down, and you need help getting lifted out of the hole. And we work with people in the hospitals, and now virtually, that not everyone has that big component to their life. Not everyone has a husband or a wife or a mother or a father, or that can really be with them 24/7. There's a lot of people that go through this alone, kind of, and we're really, we're there to hold people's hands through this as as much as they need it. We don't see a patient once or twice. We'll see a patient sometimes 10 or 15 times, and really be a friend to them through this.
Tell me about your grandmother, right? Your grandmother struggled with cancer and you saw her go through that. Did that inspire you to do something when you watched what she went through?
Absolutely. So the kind of my inspiration to do this really came out of me being that person for my grandmother. In My past career was a professional makeup artist in Hollywood, and I had a beautiful career. And my grandmother got sick, and I would be the one to take her for her radiation or for her chemotherapy. From time to time, we all kind of chipped in, and I could not believe, like, her strength through that was mind blowing to me. This
Mm.
one time, I'll remember that we were in the car and we were about to go into the hospital, and she took down the visor mirror. And I'm watching this going, what is she doing? Took out her beautiful, fresh, gorgeous lipstick, and she put her lipstick on perfectly before we went in. And she looked at me and she said, And where are we going to go after? And that was how she prepared herself. She prepared herself with her lipstick and looking fabulous. And she wanted to know, are we going to Starbucks or where are we going after? And, you know, I mean, I was so floored by that. And she survived cancer twice. She survived the Holocaust. She was a survivor in every way. And really later in life, it really came to me that, you know, this is what I want to do. I want to help women like I helped my grandmother. And I really learned that, you know, if you could walk into those sessions feeling dignified and feeling, feeling a sense of strength, I think that will help people survive this.
And help people as they're going through their treatments. Let's talk a little bit about your work, your background. You're a celebrity makeup artist, right? And I love how people, work with their professions and the little light bulb goes off and go like, I can do something with this to help somebody. I love that you've done that. Let's talk a little bit about your background, who you've worked with. I mean, come on, let's name drop a little bit. Can we?
We can. Yes, I started my career quite young, and I had a beautiful about 15 years in Hollywood Winona Ryder, Molly Sims, Luke Wilson. I did Marsha Clark to get ready for the OJ trial. I did all kinds.
Okay, I love that. I love that because everybody was looking at her under a microscope every day during that trial. And let's face it, we were looking at the hair, we were looking at the makeup. People were like, oh, because I was working in the newsroom at the time, right? And sometimes I was down at the courthouse covering it. And what was the buzz outside with the news people? Her makeup that day, her hair. So that's an important job, right? I mean, it is.
She was lovely. She was great. I mean, oh my God. I really have to be honest. Those were the times in my career working with, when I was doing the advertising jobs and working with people like her, it was very, very special to me. And so I had a very fruitful career, but I did kind of have an early midlife crisis. I did really feel a yearning to do something just for me that felt more meaningful. Even, I have so many wonderful friends that are makeup artists and it's a beautiful job, but I was ready for my next venture. And I was really feeling kind of lonely in my career. And so that's when I decided to go to Cedars-Sinai and sign up to join I thought for sure they had a program like I was imagining in my head, like I helped my grandma. So literally walked into Cedars-Sinai, got in touch with the right person. And I said, here's my portfolio. This is who I am. These are all the movie stars I work with. And I want to join your team of makeup artists here, whoever's helping the cancer patients, with all of these physical things they're going through. And they looked at me and they said, what program?
We don't do anything imagine.
Like and I just couldn't believe it. I thought it'd be that easy just to go join this program. So I decided I'll just start one then. And I started there as a volunteer and I did it for years. And then someone very, very brave and wonderful in my life said, you love doing this so much. It's obvious you're moving the needle and they love you there. Could you imagine, making this bigger and really making this your life's mission? And I said, nothing would make me happier. And
wow.
Next year will be 10 years that we are actually got our 501c3 and we became a non-for-profit charity.
Okay, but what's amazing to me is you have employees, not just people that you employ on a freelance basis to go do makeup, but you have actual employees that you pay every week, every month, every year that are on the payroll. And everyone that you work with is highly trained. The volunteers are trained. Can you talk to me a little bit about some of the training they go through in oncology courses, all of that? Because again, this is not just somebody that you have, or these aren't just people you have showing up at their makeup case like I have over here next to me. These are trained people.
Yeah. So I learned very quickly that I worked with the epidemiology department at Cedars to really create this program to be safe. Not only safe in how we deliver it, because we're using everything's disposable, everything has to be thrown away, we're gloved, we're masked. I mean, we're working with a demographic of people whose immune systems are compromised. We all know about that now with COVID, right? You have to be careful. So I learned that this was serious. You can't just go in and start touching people. There's lymph nodes that are swollen. There's things you need to be aware of when you're touching someone who is going through any kind of illness, especially cancer. So I really learned all aspects of it. With the Cedars, I learned about the epidemiology, how to do this safely, physically, and then I really went and there's a doctor who's on our board of directors at Cedars, Dr. Bobby Reimel, and she really helped me understand what's going on here, what's going on in the heart, what's going on in the head, what are people going through, what are the stresses, we're spending an intimate time with these women and men. What are the triggers? What to talk about? What not to talk about? We want to leave with a smile on the face. We want to deliver this with heart and with mindfulness, but also be careful and have the right boundaries. So we really learning all about that, and then taking it to the next level, Deborah. Everyone who works at Lipstick Angels, who's delivering these programs, our employees, they go through an oncology beauty course, an actual schooling that we send them to learn about what the dangers are when there's a port in someone, and how to walk around that port, what's going on with the face, what's going on with the lymph nodes. When we're giving a hand massage, there's certain things in the hand that if you touch it a certain way, it could activate something for the immune system. So how you touch even somebody's hand, how you give these massages is super important. So there's, thank God, knock on wood, really in the almost 10 years we've been doing this, we've never had one hiccup. It's serious. It's serious how we go in there, and it's serious how we think about this. There's a medicinal side to this that is very crucial to pay attention to.
Let's talk about the products you use are all natural. They have to be, right? And also, what are some of the services that you provide? Because it's not just lipstick and a beautiful face that you're putting makeup on. You offer massages, you offer all sorts of treatments, right? That the patients, I guess they sign up for it. So let's talk about both of those.
Yeah. So, I like to have fun, and I wanted this to be fun and magical, and for people to feel somewhat, and we get this, the comment cards all the time saying, I felt transported. So, my job is how to keep this creative, how to stay modern, how to make it safe. So first, speaking to clean beauty, when you have cancer, your doctor will tell you, you should eat this, you should not eat this. You don't want the hormones in the meat. There's all these things you have to pay attention to because you want your body to heal. You can't wear nail polish because your fingernails, if you're wearing nail polish and you're going through chemo and radiation, you can get a fungus on your nails. They could turn black. So no nail polish. I mean, there's all these rules you have to follow. And so I decided I was very, I had my own personal health scare before I started Lipstick Angels, and I really I'm vegetarian, all the products that I clean my house with, I try to keep everything as natural as possible. And then I started learning about clean beauty and understanding parabens and all of the disruptors that are in the cosmetics that we use, lead in lipstick, mercury in mascara. I mean, it goes on and on. And now, the world of clean beauty is it's out there, and it's very exciting, and it is available. I mean, you don't have to only shop at stores like Credo, who's our wonderful partner. I mean, you can go into Trader Joe's or Target, and there's clean beauty brands for the masses, and you don't have to put chemicals on your body, which go into your skin, which is your largest organ. So when we tell our patients everything's clean, they're very appreciative. This is the cat's out of the bag. When you're sick, you know your doctors are telling you, keep everything as natural as possible. Even the food you eat, keep it organic, if you can, of course. So everything that we use is healthy for you. Your skin is going through radiation and you feel burned, we have something to help your skin. You don't have to be scared. We are there to educate you, inspire you, and actually we give our patients what we're using on them. They take it home. So how it works is we roll up to a patient who actually is sitting there getting their infusion. They're in the hospital. We roll up with this gorgeous clean beauty cart and we hand them a spa menu and they can choose everything they want. We have a gentleman's facial. We have a hydrating facial. We have the glow and go makeup, which, kind of is like my style of makeup. I like really natural glowy skin and fun makeup. We have eyebrow for people who've lost their eyebrows. We give them the stencil. We give them the pencil. We teach them how to do it so they can wake up the next day and in 3 minutes they can draw an eyebrow out. They don't have to.
Oh, wow.
Think about an hour of trying to pencil it in. We give them everything they need to go home with and do this. We do massage, we do breathing and aromatherapy to calm the nerves. We've had nurses tell us that they've done the blood pressure before and after they've done the deep breathing and aromatherapy with us, and the blood pressure has dropped. We tell great jokes.
That's everything. That's everything. You're laughing, you're enjoying, you're kind of taking their mind away from what's going into their arm or wherever, right? I mean, that's everything. And then it shows on their face. That is so beautiful. Do you do this every day at the hospital? Do you show up every day, you and your employees?
We show up several times a week to each hospital that we're partnered with. We have a schedule. It's in the infusion centers and they see when the lipstick angels are there. And if for some reason they miss us, we just connect with them on Zoom now and we send them their beauty package right to their home.
Oh, that's incredible, Renata. How many hospitals? I know you're at Cedars here in LA and you're partnered with quite a few hospitals around the country. Can you mention just a few of them?
Sure. We are at Stanford. We are at New York Presbyterian and Columbia Presbyterian. We are at the City of Hope. We are at Virginia Mason in Seattle. And we are at UCSF in San Francisco. And we have within all those hospitals, we have a lot of different programs because a lot of them have, like at Stanford, there's 4 different hospitals and we're in every single one of them. And then we have partners with, like next month, we're doing a whole Zoom beauty class with the Gilda Radner Foundation in New York. We have different community centers we do classes with. We have a whole online portal now, a virtual portal, which, if anyone's watching this and they are going through cancer now and going through chemotherapy or radiation or just coming out of it and they need our support, all they have to do is write us at info@lipstickangels.org and we will work with them and we will have a virtual class with them. So we are here for people now in all different ways.
Wow, that's extraordinary. How many people, you say you're about to celebrate 10 years. How many people do you celebrate each year? Not celebrate necessarily. Oh, yeah, celebrate. How many people do you work with a year, and how many do you think you've helped over these 10 years? I can't imagine.
Every year it's more because as we work with partners, but I would say every year we're helping maybe over 5,000 at this point with all of our partners. And I'd say over the years, I mean, we could probably say we've served probably about 10 to 15,000 patients. And now with our virtual programming, I think that's going to go times 10. When we get back to the hospital and now with doing what we're doing virtually, I think our footprint is going to explode. So I'm so happy.
So you're going to keep up the Zooming, aren't you? You're going to, once you can go back, you'll go back, but you'll also keep it up just so people can have a tutorial, right, on what to do.
Yeah, well, with our virtual programming, we'll be able to reach people that aren't at one of our partner hospitals.
Right.
Anyone going
Right.
through this, and I've turned my house into a warehouse of beauty. We have little angels packing with tissue paper, and we send these beauty bags to patients to their home, and just we pack them beautifully. They're just for them. So how it works is they go onto our virtual platform, they fill out a form that's really interactive and fun. They tell us their hair color, they tell us what lipstick they like, they tell us what their skin's going through. It's all very easy to navigate. They tell us if they need some extra help with their eyebrows, and that shoots out, it prints out at our office, and then we get their printout, and we pack their beauty bag, and we send them a beautiful note, and we pack it, and it goes right to their home. So it's for them. It's curated just for them. And then the calendar pops up, and we do the Zoom with them.
I'm sure you've gotten many, many notes over these years. What are people telling you? I mean, honestly, you must have saved their lives, particularly emotionally, because I know that this can bring on a great deal of depression and sadness. Tell me what some of the patients have said to you. And also when you show up with your cart with all the beauty products, I'm sure it's very emotional for them, right?
It really is. They can't believe it. Well, first of all, they can't believe that it's free. They want, we don't take tips. Like, I can't tell you how many $5 bills I've had to or 10, or someone's trying to shove something in my bra. I mean, they'll try anything.
It's like, what's free nowadays? Nothing, especially when someone's doing something that's so kind for you. It's like, wait a minute, what's the catch here? There's no catch. There's no catch.
And they
yeah.
Them everything. And really, it's not only, how we say about it, it's, they really, more than anything, can't believe the gesture. They're blown away. And
yeah.
I think that also when you're going through this, when you see other people on the outside world, helping a perfect stranger is so meaningful,
Yeah.
And the caretakers, I can't tell you how many caretakers I've taken care of in that room, how many wives of husbands where we'll go in and I'll be, go in and introduce ourselves to a man that's going through this, and his wife is sitting there, and she looks like she's had cancer. You're going through it too. And he says, can you just please help my wife? And of course, sometimes it's just about helping a caretaker in that moment that relieves the stress of a patient. So, or them being able to go get lunch, or going to get a cup of coffee, and us saying, go, we'll see you in an hour. We got this,
Yeah.
That room is a heavy room. So anything you can alleviate, anything, even the nurses are like, when we're there, they're like, thank God you're here. We need you. This is just because they don't have time to do anything like this or the know-how. But when we're in the room, there's a different vibration going on. There's joy. There's joy.
Well, I'm sorry, say that again. There's
joy in the room all of a sudden. That very sad room becomes joyful and smells good.
No, but I like that because you're not just putting on makeup and giving a massage. You're also probably listening to them and just being in, positive, right? Just a positive voice in the room. That's got to be everything too, right? You must have to really listen quite a bit to people's stories, which is beautiful.
Absolutely. We talk about their gardens, we talk about their grandkids, about their boyfriends, you name it. And I'll tell you something miraculous, after you do someone's makeup, right? Someone who is really going through it, and you show them the reveal mirror, and especially people who just haven't done it. They said, this is the last thing I can think about. I have so much, I have to get my kids to school. I have to cook dinner. I've got to do, and they hold up the reveal mirror and they say, there I am. There I am. That's me. That's the me. And then all of a sudden you hear them asking their girlfriend to meet them for coffee, going for lunch, feeling normal again, just because they looked in the mirror and they saw themselves.
That is a beautiful thing. I mean, every day as you're leaving with your cart and your makeup bag, you must feel incredible, right? Yourself, because you really, every day when you go to work, you did something for somebody. That to me is so inspiring for real. But you took something that comes natural to you, which is makeup and obviously caring for other people, and you did something with it. I want people watching this to realize whatever it is that you do, you can, if you want to help others, you can find a way to help others with what you're passionate about, right? Because you did it.
It's so true. Whatever it is, I mean, I always, always say to people, what the smallest act of kindness is everything. It's, I mean, it really, like helping someone across the street, it's like anything you can do to just go out of your way in your day for 2 minutes is huge.
It is. So I know that you you have fundraisers and there are donations. How can people, if they're inspired by this and they want to contribute, how can they do that?
Right. They can just go to lipstickangels.org and there's a donate button right on our website. You can also sign up for our newsletter on our website. You can, watch, we have a great media, a room on our website. You can watch videos, you can learn about us. And again, if you know anybody who is sick, or if you yourself are going through it, please write us and let us help you. We're here to help you.
Yeah, that is beautiful. You also said someday you'd love to be able to expand, right? If you're able, if you're capable of doing that into certain other parts of the city, right? Who don't have access to makeup and beauty. Could you tell us a little about that before I let you go?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, it's really important for me to, not only be at the hospitals that, that could afford to participate in a program like this, to invite us in and help, be our partners and help us be able to deliver this. So what my mission is, on top of delivering our everyday services, is to be in communities that are underserved. So be at and help women and men who could never dream of having this. So that's really what we're doing. And last year we launched in Harlem at Columbia, and that is something that Lipstick Angels is, there's our first underserved community hospital where we are there. And it's something that I hope to do every year, is to add another partner in an underserved community and help people that really need this too.
Now, for people who want to learn more, I'd like to tell you, please go to Lipstick Angels YouTube channel, because there's a short and super informative video there about what you do. It brought tears to my eyes for sure. And it made me smile a lot too, because these people were very happy. You just changed, you transformed them in just an hour, right? With what you did. So we can learn more about what you do. You're also on Facebook. If you want to donate, just reach out. You already mentioned the website. We'll put it also in all of our social media information. So any other words you want to say to our audience before we let you go?
If you're an esthetician and or a professional makeup artist and you want to volunteer, there's a whole volunteer page on our website as well. So there's lots of ways to help. And we want to we want to hear from everybody.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, Renata Helfman, thank you so much for being an angel, for being a real angel. I mean, you've earned your wings. There's no doubt about it. It's just really, really incredible. I'm so glad and so honored that you joined us today on our show. I really am. And I look forward to seeing you again one of these days.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so
do.
much.
Yeah. So please look up Lipstick Angels in any capacity if you want to help or just to learn more. Reach out if you are, not well, or if you know someone who's not well, they'll answer. They'll be there for you. So thank you so much, very, very much for joining us.
It was so much fun talking to you.
Yeah, it was just.
Thank you for having this amazing podcast. It's so important to showcase the lives of all the people that you talk about. It's wonderful.
I appreciate that, because I'm a newscaster, and these are the stories that you're not going to see on the news, right, at 10 and 11 o'clock. Often I'm off doing a live shot of something terrible that's happened, and instead I often wonder, gosh, stories like this are never really part of the news unless it's, once a week on a Sunday morning. And I thought we have to have more stories out there like this, of people doing incredible things for other people, just to inspire one another, make ourselves feel good. So thank you for saying that. I appreciate it a lot.
Great thing.
And everybody, you can find our show. By now, you already know. Facebook, YouTube, IGTV, and then on all audio podcast platforms. We're on everything. Honestly, you can't get rid of us. So just look us up. You can. Deborah Kobylt Live. And again, Renata Helfman joining us today for Lipstick Angels, a true angel herself. Everybody, thank you. Enjoy our show, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.